Let's now connect with the management of Emami. The company delivered its first quarter numbers, so we'll assess the impact of the second wave, the pace of recovery subsequently, the seasonality factor, the commodity cost inflation, and a lot more. Mr. Bhansali of Emami joins us now on the show. Thank you so much, sir, for taking out time. I understand that the summer is one of the crucial seasons for you, and both the summer seasons have been impacted badly because of the COVID wave. So what did you see this time around in the months of April to June? I would reckon that it wasn't as bad as what we saw perhaps last year.
It was not as bad as it was in the last year, though in the summer brands also we have grown, but not to the expectation. The summer products, summer season was impacted badly, as you rightly said. In fact, the April beginning was good but from the May it started declining with increase in the cases for COVID. From June it started, in the latter half of the June it started recovering. But on and all, despite this, we have been able to deliver a decent growth of 39% net sales growth and EBITDA growth of also 39%, despite good investments in the marketing and A&P. In fact, growth has come from all channels. From domestic, it has been led by volume growth as well. So, good growth. Though it was not led by summer products, but then the pain management and healthcare delivered very well. It delivered a growth of over 70%.
How much does the summer portfolio contribute usually to your overall top line? I just want to understand that, would you consider this as sales lost? Because we are already in the thick of the monsoon now. So wanted to understand that, and also how is the recovery continuing, in the months of July and August?
So in the first quarter, generally it contributes around 35 to 37%, the summer portfolio. Or with the good summers, it may go up to 40%. The summer portfolio in this quarter has contributed around 32%. And the contribution of pain management and the healthcare, even the Cash King and other products has increased. In fact, the contribution from e-commerce kind of channels have also increased. In terms of channels also, it has increased substantially.
Mr. Bhansali, good morning to you. Just want to understand in the hygiene segment and particularly sanitizers, I think people are using less now than they were using at the same time last year. Perhaps to a certain extent, they're a little bit more comfortable right now. But will you have to reevaluate strategy there? Will you have to adjust production according to what you're seeing as trends?
Yeah, you are very right. The habits are rapidly changing. When it was in the last year, the sanitizer sales was at peak. So it definitely has impacted in the current year base. It was there in the previous year base. But in the current year, the habit has changed substantially and the sanitizers uptake have impacted very badly. Nevertheless, the other healthcare products, healthcare and other hygiene products have done well. In fact, we have introduced face washes and soaps in BoroPlus range. Aloe vera and other products also. So we are able to balance those. For your specific case of sanitizers, it is impacted. The market has shrunk for the sanitizers to that extent.
Mr. Bhansali, despite a lot of manufacturers talking about raw material increases, you managed to improve your margins during the quarter. How have you managed to do that? Is that a combination of price increases and other measures that you've taken? Could you take us through that, and what's the outlook going forward?
Yeah, sure. So in fact, gross margins was impacted despite our, because in the first quarter there had been a substantial increase in the prices of input. And so the gross margin impacted by just 20 basis points. That is because we made judicial price increases. We made a lot of procurement-led initiatives that all has paid very well. And despite this, our EBITDA margin has improved substantially. So, despite gross margin impacted there, our EBITDA margin has improved substantially. And despite this, that we have invested very heavily on the marketing compared to the same period in the previous year.
Mr. Bhansali, are there any new product launches which are lined up?
Yeah, there are many. In the first quarter itself, our new products have contributed around 3% to the turnover, and there would be many more. And so the new launches would keep on coming, and that would be agnostic to the channels as well. So few of the products would be there on the e-commerce channel. There could be some products which would be across omni-channels also. So it depends. So we keep on introducing the products, new launches as may be relevant to the consumer's preferences.
Could you delve a little deeper into what these new products are and what is the kind of contribution that they're expected to make to your numbers?
So we expect new products to contribute around 3 to 4% of the overall turnover. But it's very difficult to say what new products would contribute how much. And so these numbers would always remain fluid. And these new products would mainly would be in the area of health and hygiene and also in the personal care where we are present. So this would be the areas where we are present, and there you would see more launches to come in.
Sure. Mr. Bhansali, good to have you on the show. We let you go on that note. Good speaking with you as always.